Hey, what's up YouTube? Got some good helpful fat burning info. I'm going to show you how to determine your target heart rate for when burning fat during cardio. So the first thing you need to determine your target heart rate is your max heart rate. Your max heart rate is just 220 minus your age. 220 is just a general number. It's just the standard. The number didn't come from anywhere. That's just the number that's used from all people, male, female, whether you're 10 years old or 100 years old. So that equation again is 220 minus your age, and that answer will be your max heart rate. So I'm 23. So my max heart rate is 197. So in order to determine your target heart rate, I'm going to show you the heart rate reserve method. And I like to write it down, not just tell you guys. So heart rate reserve method, in order to determine your target heart rate, it'll be your max heart rate minus your resting heart rate. To get your resting heart rate, you want to check your pulse on the radio. Right there, this is the radio. And you're going to feel down your thumb until there's a gap. There's nothing there. You need both fingers because the idea is you're catching the pulse between the fingers, between your index finger and your middle finger. And you want to just count for 30 seconds. And you can't count the 30 seconds. I say you want to have a beeper with you or have somebody help you. Yeah, it's kind of tedious doing this first thing in the morning before you roll out of bed, but it helps you in the long run. Count it for 30 seconds. Make sure that the first beat counts as 0. So if you feel 29 beats, that counts as 28 in your 30 seconds. So after you've counted your beats per 30 seconds, multiply that number by 2, and that's your resting heart rate in the measure of beats per minute. So you're going to go max heart rate minus your resting heart rate. Then we multiply it by the percentage. Percentage is measured in intensity. Ignore this. It's measured in intensity. Now, in order to measure intensity, it'll be, so you know your max heart rate. Percentage is measured in intervals depending on your goals and your own fitness experience. So a beginner is between 55% and 64% of their heart rate max. That will help you burn lots of weight, improve your everyday activities through cardiorespiratory, and yeah, so by 0.5 and 0.64 would be the percentage that you would multiply by, and then you add to that answer your resting heart rate again. So I'm gonna go show it right here, nice and neat. Max heart rate minus resting heart rate times percentage brackets above, we'll put the percent intensity plus your resting heart rate again. So the equation underlined is the way to determine your target heart rate for your goals, whether it be fat loss, fat maintenance, increasing your VO2 max, which is your cardiac output, how well your body can use and distribute oxygen. So I'm just doing it up. My max heart rate is 197. My resting heart rate, I wrote this down, is 46 beats per minute. I'm an intermediate, so I like to go at 65% to 74% intensity. So we're going to go times 0.64 times 0.65 plus my resting heart rate again, which is 46. For this you'd need a calculator. I'm actually using my calculator to record this. I'm a fitness man, not a math man. At least not when it comes to decimals. So what we would have here, 151 times 0.65 plus my resting heart rate again. So this is what I've got so far. What would come next, so you take your max heart rate, which is just 220, subtract your age. So your max heart rate minus your resting heart rate, multiply by the percentage, which will be 55% to 64% for the majority of you, 65% to 74%. And because if you're advanced, I highly doubt that you don't already know this. So that's why I'm doing this for beginners and intermediates. And you multiply by the percentage and then add back into it the resting heart rate. Notice the brackets. So you do have to use BEDMAS, which is a mathematical term, pretty much for brackets, exponents, multiplication, division, yada yada yada. You already know this. So you just follow the order of operation and you'll determine your target heart rate. That target heart rate is what is required to be in the fat burning zone. What I just shared with you is how to burn fat, not carbohydrates. This will tax the fat burning system, the oxidative aerobic energy system. People don't understand, or they don't realize, they think to burn fat you gotta work really, really hard. No. To burn fat takes actually low intensity, which is why we use 55 to 64% for beginners and 65% to 74% intermediates. I'm going to show you this again. Hopefully this was very helpful. This is the more accurate way to determine your target heart rate, is the heart rate reserve method. Thank you.